here with Harvey, CEO of Energy Innovation, who just spoke to my Stanford Graduate School of Business course on individual philanthropy. Hal, so happy you're here.
Thank you.
Hal, you talked to us today about strategic philanthropy. What would you say are the 2, 3, 4 core tenets of strategic philanthropy?
So the first one is to have a very clear idea about the solution you propose. Not one that you just invent, but one that's been tested or experimented with or deployed elsewhere. And then alongside that, you need a deep understanding of who has the power to cause the solution to be developed, tested, and replicated further. If you don't understand that part of it, then you're just making effort instead of actually deploying a strategy. And then finally, you need deep system knowledge. And this gets into finding your intervention point. What's going to convince the principal of a school or school superintendent to try a new educational strategy that you may have? What's going to convince a public utilities commissioner to deploy much more wind energy? If you don't have a good sense of their decision-making process and the forces that are operating on them, you cannot have a good strategy.
You reference in all three of these points the importance of understanding the complex, the context, the importance of understanding the complex of players, of systems, of policies, of decision makers, this venue analysis. One of, I think, the failures of philanthropy and the failures of so many social change makers who have the purest, most positive intent is a lack of understanding of all of these moving parts and the complexities in actually moving the needle on the issue. One of the most important issues that our entire world is facing right now is climate change. What is one or two actions that any individual can take with their time, with their networks, with their money, with their expertise, with their consumer decisions that might help make a dent in this incredibly complicated issue?
It's a great question, and with complicated issues, it's always valuable and important to neck them down and choose a few elements. Let me start with personal lives. Get your house well insulated if you own a house, and get on a bicycle whenever you can. Two things will happen. One is your own carbon impact will be reduced, but the other is you will begin to carry with your political being the ethos of personal commitment. And so let me talk for a second about your political being as well. We live in a complex society that's peopled with newspaper advertisements and Facebook pages and everything else. There's nothing like a person-to-person interaction. Nothing's replaced that yet. So identify a single decision maker and a single decision they can make, which takes some homework, but not an infinite amount of homework, and call them up or go visit them. Spend some time with them. Learn from them what the hindrances are and work on those hindrances with them. But put yourself as a political citizen in our society forward with a very clear idea and work diligently, seriously, and start friendly with the decision maker.
What I love about both of those answers, both on the personal front as well as the political front, is like all of philanthropy, the accountability for that responsibility is self-imposed.
Right.
Hal, you are a graduate of Stanford, undergrad and grad. We have so many brilliant, excited, impassioned students, both here at this university as well as universities across the world, listening. What would you say is one piece of wisdom that you wish somebody would have given you as you embarked on your career?
That's a very long list for me, so let's skip that part. But I would say, besides all the ordinary skills you develop in finance and history and writing and relationships and so on, develop the ability to look at a complex system and find the key tendrils, the key elements that change the most. Because this will help you in politics, it'll help you in education, it'll help you in business, it'll help you in many aspects of your life. Just become an expert at looking at complex systems and finding that element that matters the most. It's an unbelievably powerful social change force.
I could not agree more. Hal Harvey, thank you for
Thank
your
you.
leadership.
Always a treat.